So today, I'll show you how to practice for Minecraft Championship Rising. Some people use servers like Mineclub, but don't do that. So if you can't practice the minigames, you should practice the skills for the minigames. And before we continue, this video took a really long time to make. So if you just use a couple seconds of your life to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I also have a Discord server you can join. Anyways, back to the video. There are 5 PvP minigames: Battle Box, Parkour Tag, Skybattle, Survival Games, and Dodgebolt. So learning 1.16 PvP and practicing 1.16 PvP is very important. Well, technically you can PvP in to get to the other side and whack a fan, but the point of that minigame isn't PvP, so I won't count it. There is a really good server called PvP Legacy, where you can efficiently practice 1.16 PvP. Just to be clear, this video is not sponsored and I just think these servers are really good. You can choose any kit you want and customize your kits. For example, the kit I play with is full iron armor, iron axe, shield, crossbow, and 8 arrows. I chose this because I think this is the best kit to practice for the PvP minigames in MCC Rising, since obviously you won't have like full netherite armor in survival games, but maybe something similar to this. There is also another really good server called CubeCraft. This server is 1.12 plus and has Sky Wars, which means in a way you can practice for Sky Battle here. Obviously they're a bit different, but practicing here is still worth it if you want to train for Sky Battle. It's basically the same as Sky Wars on Hypixel, but different loot and different PvP mechanics. Let's move on to get to the other side and whack a fan. On a server called Bed Wars Practice, there is an obstacle minigame, which is quite similar to get to the other side. There are also many other minigames on that server to help you practice your movement skills. For example, wall block clutch, speed clutch, side clutch, bridge start, high block clutch, and block extensions. On some of the to get to the other side and whack a fan maps, you do quite a lot of bridging, and also bridging is used in other MCC minigames as well, so it would be quite useful to know how to bridge properly and learn better bridging methods. The server MC Play HD is a server with a lot of really cool features to help you practice bridging. They have many modes for bridging: normal, which has a distance of 51, short, which has a distance of 28, inclined, where you do diagonal bridging, which has a distance of 50, one stack where you have to bridge up and across very high, which has a distance of 28, infinite, which is how far you can bridge in 180 seconds. You may have seen TerraSoup Force be played in to get to the other side and whack a fan, and there is actually a really good way to practice this. Download the map. No, I'm not joking. TerraSoup Force was a game created by the Nox crew, then added to MCC. So if you want to, go to noxcrew.com and you can simply download the map and practice. TerraSoup Force is probably my favorite Minecraft map, and it's extremely fun. There's a lot to this game and I highly recommend playing TerraSoup Force. Another really good way to improve your movement skills is actually speedrunning. In speedrunning, you have to go through unique terrain every time you play, and you have to go through the entire game as fast as possible. You also have to make split-second decisions, just like in To Get to the Other Side. As you can see, I'm very good at speedrunning. Moving on to buildmart. There aren't actually many ways that I know of to practice it. You could play Build Battle on Hypixel as practice, but Buildmart and Build Battle are still a bit different. A big part of Buildmart is communication, so if you want to practice Build Battle, then it would be better to play doubles than solo, because you actually have to communicate in doubles to create a good build. The problem is that Buildmart isn't all about building. It's about resource gatherment, resource management, communication, strategies, knowing all the blocks, basic Minecraft knowledge. Also, it forces teams to work together to be as efficient as possible. So, you can play build battle, but you're probably better off studying everything you need for all the build and coming up with strategies. Now, moving on to grid runners. There is a pretty decent way to practice grid runners. You would need the Bedrock edition of Minecraft, and you would need to spend $5 to purchase Grid Runners Pro, which is quite similar to Grid Runners in MCC. However, there are some differences, so it's not a perfect way of practicing, but it is still better than nothing. The next minigame is Ace Race. There might be some servers that I don't know, but could be helpful for Ace Race. But the only thing I can think of is going into a 1.16 world, put on a Riptide Trident and Elytra, and play around, basically getting used to how Tridents and Elytras work. Also, there's a lot of parkour in Ace Race, and a really good server to practice parkour is called Manicube. Manicube is a really good server for practicing parkour, and there are hundreds and hundreds of maps, which are all very unique, ranging in different difficulties from baby mode easy to basically impossible. So if you want to practice your parkour skills, I highly recommend playing on Manicube. The last minigame we'll talk about is Dodgebolt. A way to practice this is also on Hypixel. On Hypixel, there's a thing called bow duels, which is where you have an infinity punch one bow and have no armor, and basically all you need to do is bow spam each other. It isn't a one-shot like Dodgebolt, but still a decent way to practice for Dodgebolt. Now, this isn't practice, but still advice for people in MCC Rising. Have a look at the MCC Reddit and the MCC Discord server. There's so much info there. For example, I found a Reddit post which gave you all the possible information you would need to absolutely dominate in Skybattle. There are also many YouTube channels which have a lot of really good information to help you absolutely destroy an MCC. For example, the channel All Things MCC or MCC Highlights. These channels have a lot of really good information in their videos. Also, the MCC update video by Noxcrew can be very useful. On the Noxcrew website, you can find all the information about how scoring works for every game in MCC, which can help you strategize. Whoa, congrats! You made it all the way to the end. Since you made it here, you might as well like and subscribe. I mean, just why not? Also, here's another video. Click here.